Ladies, gentlemen, mice and mices, it is us. The
Line.
We don't know who we are.
Crap.
Didn't we already do
crap.
this game?
Oh my god, the Gengar and the Nidoran. Reno, I fail. Ugh. Scratch, he missed it.
Why is it using
Quarterback.
tackle less ineffective against ghosts?
Wow, that intro really underlines how much better the Game Boy Advance graphics are compared to the old ones. I mean, they had animation frames and everything.
Hey, this
Nice.
looks awfully familiar.
Tutorial!
Don't know why, but it seems like we've been here before.
Maybe that's
Huh.
what
No,
I have.
no, this is leaf green, not yellow version. Totally different.
Yeah,
You have to
that-
choose one of the stars and never get the other ones.
Hi, Professor Oak.
Old fart.
People affectionately refer to you as the Pokemon professor.
No.
People
I'm pretty sure there's no
affectionately refer to me by
affection.
the title on my name tag.
We affectionately refer you to you as that one guy who somehow knows we're riding a bike indoors.
Yep. And can't remember his own grandson's name. Or anything for that matter.
Yep.
Wait a minute, they just brought up something important. Professor Oak studies Pokemon as a profession. Where do people get their money in the Pokemon universe? Like, I know
Games?
that trainers win them from fighting each other, but where did they get the money to start with?
Why are you choosing the girl and why are you naming her after Rule 63 Ash?
Because
I think you just answered your own question.
He wants to, okay? It's like I would...
'Cause fuck you, that's why.
There you go. To be honest, I would have picked a
I
girl
love
and
this,
named it...
by the way. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you both were babies. What were we fighting over back then?
What was his name?
He's like, what was his name now?
Asshat, of course. Oh, wait.
No, Lewis is being lame by naming him Gary like everyone else did when they were kids.
There's not enough letter spaces to say Gary fucking Oak, so there
Actually,
shouldn't be
was-
it shouldn't just be Gary. That's just
The irritating thing is my stepfather's name is Gary, so whenever I talk about the rival with him in the room, I have to call him something else.
I seriously
Blue?
I seriously thought you were just gonna say your relative's name was Gary fucking Oak.
No.
His middle and last name are
Played with Ness.
quite a bit
Okay.
more boring.
NES, woo!
I'm actually surprised they didn't update that system for the sake of a remake. In the original, it was an NES as well,
Didn't they
and here it's
no. I
still
think
an
it was a
NES.
Super Nintendo
Yellow
actually.
version? In the yellow version, it was a Super Nintendo. It was a NES in the original.
Oh.
Yeah, that actually reminds me of a
It's
funny
okay,
line
okay.
from the original games. If in Celadon City, when you examine one of the SNESs, it says, "In RPG, there's no time to play that."
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Actually, okay, I just want to
Wait,
know.
all girls dream of traveling. It said so on TV.
That's why I'm staying in this room and never leaving.
Bullshit. I'm a girl and I don't go
Yeah.
outside.
All girls dream of
Well,
traveling.
if she's gonna believe the TV that good, at least she's not watching Fox News.
Walking a brick road. Wait,
Okay.
is that door? Was that like a nod to Wizard of Oz?
I think it was supposed to be.
Ha ha!
No, it was obviously Star Wars.
What?
Yeah. Didn't you see that
Pigtails?
part in
She
Star
has
Wars?
bugs.
The girl with the pigtails is running up the brick road.
No,
Jesus
I've
Christ,
seen
you're
Star
not
Wars.
cultured at all.
No.
No,
Expanded
I'm pretty
universe,
sure-
Amanda.
Dude, my dad is a big Star Wars fan.
I'm
Okay,
pretty
he
sure
had
that-
to
We're
watch
joking!
I'm pretty sure that came from Scarface.
Damn it, the gardener forgot to cut the grass outside town again.
them. Ow!
We can't walk around in knee-high grass.
God no.
This isn't a town. This is 3 buildings.
Don't know if rattlesnakes are in there.
All these scientists just live on the floor in here.
What about that one guy outside? Is he like the Palatown hobo?
Sure, why not?
He sort
Okay.
of curls up like a cat on the ground and sleeps out there. There are more people in this town than there are bedrooms.
Okay. Or houses. for that
And there's
matter.
not a single bathroom in sight.
Well, maybe it's because of the economy, because, with the whole houses thing, you're losing your homes, and so,
I have a question, Professor Oak. If you had so many Pokemon, where did all the other ones go?
Storage? He gave them away.
He's a really big fan of the Nuzlocke run.
There you go. I was gonna say, I don't see you coming up with anything, but Ted just shot that comment out of the water.
Now, if I remember correctly, there was in the original red, blue versions. There's actually a sort of a secret hack only accessible battle with Professor Oak.
Yes, I was going to bring that up. It's programmed in the game, fully playable. There's just no trigger for it. So basically, Oak has a bunch of really strong Pokemon and the starter that you and your rival didn't choose. So I assume it was supposed to be like the red from Gold and Silver, where it's your super boss end game thing. But they must have cut it out for time or
possibly
whatever.
Because they had him say at the very beginning of the game, "I have only these 3 Pokemon left."
That'd be, yeah. That'd be
Maybe,
convoluted.
he could have just said that just to fuck with you. You're a beginner. It was like, by the
He
way,
does
I'm
wonder-
a badass trainer.
He does
Yeah.
wonder if you're a boy or a girl, and even though it's plainly a girl in front of him.
Yeah. Looks tougher than yours. Wait!
Gary, do you have your MP3 player set to play that whenever you walk?
God, that would be awesome.
I should do that, actually. Just get my own theme music and play it on command.
Yeah, actually, we already do that, like, in forums when we do RP with our own characters. It's like, okay, here's my character's theme. Play. Go.
Rival, Gary said doubt. Squirtle!
Ashley said out Tabasco.
Who's this Pete, and why is he sad? He was drinking sake.
It's funny as I hold a Charmander plushie in my hands right
Now
now.
let's explain a battle mechanic that everyone at the age of 8 was able to figure out when the games came out the first time.
Exactly. I know, look, let's put it this way. I understand that this generation was really more for the really early beginners of Pokemon, but like Ryan was getting at, the original versions of these games didn't have this tutorial in the beginning. There was only so much you could do. You can't attack the Squirtle by hitting bag. Running is not available. What do
You have no
can't-
items besides maybe the one
You
potion.
can't switch Pokemon. You only have
Nope.
one. Your only logical answer is to hit fight and look at the result.
Yeah.
It's just, at this point, you need to be able to read in order to play Pokemon. So this is like automatic. It's automatically like a first grade level game. And by that point, you're smart enough to be able to, like, think, I need to fight in order to fight. I need to use my potion in order to heal. You don't need to be too bright to play Pokemon.
It's actually
Just
true.
look
'cause
at
I
the
was,
fan base.
Again,
Yeah, I
we
was-
were able to figure out as little kids when the games first came out.
I was gonna say,
What's
yeah,
the tutorial for?
I was 5 years old when I first played the game, and I figured it out like that. Just beat, one turn you hit him, another turn they hit you. Bam, 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 one dies. Oh, yay, you win. And get money.
It's not that hard of a game.
It's not. It's that fucking simple.
Yeah, actually, this game is pretty easy overall. I was going to say, well, Gen 1 is probably one of the harder gens, but this is Leaf Green, where
Only
you've
if you're
got...
not using an elixir.
Well, Leaf Green's also a lot
Tabasco
more
leveled up.
balanced, so it's a little bit easier if you're not abusing anything.
Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, cheats?
No, like, broken psychic types.
Oh.
And Mewtwo, the god of all Pokemon.
Actually,
Fuck
you
Arceus.
Oh,
picked,
Arceus.
actually, you picked the right one, Gary, because yours has the type advantage. Not that it matters at this point,
He
but
doesn't care. Oh. He doesn't care
Rather,
about that.
right.
He's...
Well, I was gonna say, it's rather, I don't even know why he bothered saying that in the first place. It's not like he's ever gonna drop the Pokemon, ever.
Nope. But no, he's just hungry for power. He wants to be the best that there ever was. Literally.
That's Ash.
No, it's
smell
not.
you
It's
later,
Ashley.
guys. I'm off to run around in circles for a
It's
few
not,
hours.
It's not Ash, it's Ashley.
It's not even them, it's Red. Red's the canonical person.
Yeah.
There is no female trainer.
Shut up.
There was supposed
Red
to
just,
be one.
Red just woke up Genderbenderific this morning for whatever reason.
Rule 63.
and
You got...
decided to roll with it.
Well, you see, he lost a bet with Gary like 2 weeks ago, and the condition was that he'd spend the next year dressed up in female clothes with a pair of melons stuffed down his shirt. So,
He's a trap.
yeah.
Okay. I like those characters. Traps.
Saving.
Yay.
Don't know why I didn't cut that out.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, you
You
zoned
give
out there for a
shit.
second.
You give shit to Ryan for when he doesn't cut, and yet here you are not cutting. You friggin' hypocrite.
Well, it
He
was
does
only
more
a
cutting
couple
than
of
Ryan's
seconds.
ever done in the first 3 parts.
Ryan has cut shit. What are you talking about?
Yeah, only after we made like fucking 2-year bitch fit over
Oh
it.
my god. It's like the past is the
Do I
past.
need to remind you all about my magic drawing fiasco fit thing?
We loved you for it. I loved hearing you suffer.
Oh,
Yes,
Oh,
feed
thank
off of the torment.
think.
You know what'd be really ironic? We found a shiny Pokemon before you actually got any Pokeballs.
That'd be funny. And
How,
if
how
it's-
can you tell if a Pokemon is shiny?
It sparkles.
It
It's a
looks
different color.
different.
It's bark. It has like
Oh.
I've
It
actually
goes-
seen that happen on screen. A guy in like Emerald version was going through the mandatory tutorial stuff, and he ran into a shiny Zigzagoon before he actually had any
Oh,
Pokeballs.
god damn it. That poor bastard.
Yeah.
That's something I really like about Black and White is they give you Pokeballs before you even step in grass. And I'm just like, thank you.
yep.
Because
Yeah,
knowing
keep
Tez luck, he would find a shiny before he got any Pokeballs.
Forcing you to walk all the way to the first town and then even pick up any Pokeballs is ridiculous. And they do it for 4 gens running.
Yep.
Which is why
No,
a
it's
lot
like-
of people like black and white.
Well,
Birds
that
of
fact that it's
unusual
just-
size, I don't think they exist.
No, it's like with me, whenever I get across grass, I'm like, okay, here I go. I'm gonna try to find my way to get through the grass, and it's like, I try my best to make it go as fast as I can, but when I still hit it, it would usually be like right as I'm about to get off the grass, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
That always happens.
That's
It's
right.
It's
That's
either
right.
right as you're about to step out of the grass or right as you step in.
Grass, yeah.
But it's actually funny you mention that because if you just lightly tap the D-pad in Pokemon, you'll actually run in place, and the game acts as if you're actually running across a tile. So you can trigger random battles just by standing and running in place.
That's actually a trick that you can use to stay in the Safari Zone forever.
That is true,
Because that doesn't count as a step, but it still can trigger a random encounter, so
Yes.
you can stay in there for as long as you want.
I'll keep
Now I
that in
learned
mind
something.
when I want to catch myself a Mega Kangaroo.
Or a Scyther.
Is that what you're gonna
Tauros,
call?
anybody?
Get 30 Tauros.
Ugh,
Hi, Nurse Joy. Bye,
bye, Nurse Joy. Jinx, you owe me a soda.
No.
No,
No.
not really, because you didn't say it at the same time.
God
We
damn.
have these fantastic machines that can instantly heal any injury your Pokemon suffers. Unfortunately,
us?
we haven't adapted the technology for human use yet, so
Yeah.
we're stuck with band-aids.
I was gonna say, wait, what are you talking about? What about, like, just put one band-aid, boom, you're healed.
Band-aids cure
Everything.
everything? I don't
Question
know.
mark?
It's like duct tape for humans.
I've played
Duct tape.
an awful lot of Trauma Center to really believe that anymore.
I have a family full of doctors. I can ask them what helps heal better.
Oh god, this would be a lot less tedious if they would let us have our running shoes.
Give me the running shoes.
Nostalgia, Lewis.
Hey, at least
must-
they give you running shoes at some point in this game. At least you're not playing Gen 1 or 2 where there were no running shoes.
You have to learn.
God.
You have to learn to walk before you run.
Run. No
Yeah.
running in the halls.
Red here just needs to learn how to walk in a skirt before she can run in one.
Yeah, the
Exactly.
problem
Don't
with
even
that
t-
is I should have learned how to run 5 years before the game started.
Yeah, how are you even walking then if you can't run? There. My
Scratch that, reverse it.
think my thinky parts hurt.
Yeah, it's surprisingly easy. All you have to do is pick Scratch over and over and
Over again.
Because
Cramps.
Tail Whip is useless.
It
Not
lowers
that I
your
have
defenses.
Whip, I have Growl.
Growl.
Well, I'd like to have Tail Whip for Charmander. That might actually do some damage, because, fire.
As a fire, yeah.
Yep.
Bullshit. It does not automatically record. Oh, wait, never mind. I forgot it says caught. Never mind.
High-tech encyclopedia, completely blank.
Save for the one you own.
Hey, Professor Oak, why didn't you give us Pokédexes with the information on the Pokemon you already own?
No, but that's
You know.
the thing, though.
Save us some time?
Look, from a gameplay perspective, it makes total sense. All the information is already inside the Pokédex. You just can't see it until you actually catch that Pokemon.
Okay, goes home, goes to the PC,
But-
gets his
but-
homebrew SD card and puts it
But
in.
if the information is already
Exactly.
inside the Pokédex, why are we going out to get that information?
Because
I
you
always
want us to
assume-
go on an
It's
adventure.
better than school.
Well, I always assumed that if you were going, Pokedex hunting, you were actually helping Professor Oak with, sciencey things, so you catch the Pokemon, then you take some notes on it, I guess, and red, gold, ruby, diamond,
Trainers.
and black all have very similar notes or something. I don't know.
It's a weird convoluted way to a grocery list shopping. I want you to go and get this.
Here's what I think they're doing. Whenever they catch a Pokemon, they just look it up on Bulbapedia and that's copy pasted in there.
Yeah, pretty much.
And how do they?
On that,
so
there is something I want to point out about the Pokedex. Between Leaf Green and Fire Red, the Pokedex actually has completely different entries for every Pokemon.
yeah, they do. They all
They do that for every game,
I think,
except for.
I think Gold and Silver was the first to do that, wasn't it?
It might be, but I can't really quote you on that because I never pay attention to what it says. Ever.
Press start to open menu. Gee, I know that. Thanks, game.
What's this? Press start to pause the game. You don't say.
I know.
Yeah, the tutorial messages at this point in the game are really brain dead. I'm surprised that we haven't seen a sign that said "press forward."
To walk.
Walk forward. You know, it's how
Press
you
X.
it's how you got your ass across the room to this sign in the first place.
Could be worse. Could be press X to Jason.
Hey, press A to read this sign. Sure, I'll do
Okay.
that. Let's
Our
try.
next destination is Viridian City.
Woo.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
on
so
the
excited.
road to Viridian City or
This
some
is
shit.
exciting.
We were just there. It can't be that exciting.
On our way, we'll get attacked by hundreds
That's
of
why I
Spearow.
said it in a monotone.
Gary, of course, is already there. He drove his convertible up the cliffs and stuff.
At the age of 10.
How is that possible? Well, maybe apparently, because I've heard, this might be weird, but like I hear in different areas, like the age drive limit is either 17 or 16. So I guess this is like a.
Still 10.
No, Gary and Ash are 10. Red and Blue, I'm pretty sure, are like 13, 14.
Well,
Yep.
I'm just talking more about the anime. I'm not bringing up the
Yeah.
game. I'm just talking about
Well,
the
you
anime.
see, here's the thing: the police
Someone's
and
driving it.
the police in the Pokemon anime only care about people mistreating Pokemon. You could like mug some helpless lady right next to them, and they wouldn't give a fuck. But God forbid you tease the Growlithe in the grass.
Well, think about it, Lewis. Think about it. Teasing the Growlithe in the grass is probably a story event, so they would be flagged to go check that out. Mugging an old lady right next to them, they would only react if you press A and then they'd say, "I'm a police officer. I guard the city from people who would misuse Pokemon." Life of an
Wow.
NPC.
I forgot how early you learn Ember in this game.
It's level
Really?
7 is usually when you learn it.
I thought in Red and Blue it was only like 8 or 9.
That was the old game.
Usually
And you're
you line up
catching
is-
a Pidgey.
Your cat.
At least it's a level 5 one.
I kind of got lucky with this encounter because I have no intention of catching anything lower than level 5.
Lewis,
unless it's fair.
how dare you catch a Pokemon in Pokemon?
They're only
The
level
beginning of the
Pokemon.
kleptomania starts now.
Hey, I need to have a full party, or at least a semi-full party.
I didn't have a full party at this
Sure.
point. I had
Yeah,
like 2
me
Pokemon.
too.
Well, maybe people don't play the game like you, Ted.
Well, they're wrong. Wrong.
You're supposed to play it like us.
Wingman.
Stop
I'm
having
supposed
fun,
to be
guys.
catching these things to fill out my Pokédex.
Stop having fun, guys. Yeah.
No, I will keep having fun. You can't tell me what to do.
Final destination, no items, box only.
I want to catch more
Oh,
Pokemon.
that was Brawl. I thought you were talking about the movie.
More, I said. More? Yes, more!
Why the hell are you screaming? I just want more. Just give me some damn food. God, I never
Yes,
understood
please heal this dying Pidgey almost mortally wounded.
Hey, you all out there in reality land, if you got that reference, post a comment.
I did.
I did. I've seen the play several times.
Just another question. Was it a Top Gun reference?
No,
No.
that's a Top Gun reference.
No, not
Wait.
that. I'm talking about naming Pidgey Wingman.
Oh, no. No, that was just
I thought-
Wingman, you know.
Yeah, I think we asked before if it was a.
Kind of ironic considering the player is female.
Because Wingman is my Wingman. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was going for.
I thought you were going for Mega Man.
Again, ironic that the player is female. That.
Yep.